Only a few weeks ago, Adam and I were on the steps of the legislature calling on Premier Jason Kenney to fire his racist speechwriter, Paul Bunner. I'm very frustrated that we're here again talking about another one of Jason Kenney's closest advisors, who's intent on erasing the historical truth of genocide in the residential schools in Canada. Mr. Champion is being tasked with rewriting the social studies curriculum for kindergarten to grade 4 students in Alberta. This is a person who has written that Indigenous content in curriculum is social engineering and is a fad. He has called important teaching techniques like the blanket exercise brainwashing. He's questioned the truth of residential school survivors and written about a preoccupation with victimhood. I'm concerned that Chris Champion is a man like Paul Bunner that the Premier admires, and I'm deeply concerned that Chris Champion is being given the opportunity to deny genocide and to erase Indigenous history from Alberta's curriculum. I'm calling on Premier Kenney to dismiss Paul Bunner and to dismiss Chris Champion.
A couple of weeks ago, we also called on Premier Jason Kenney to fire his speechwriter, Paul Bunner, for racist comments that he has made that fuels racism towards the Indigenous people. And however, our words coming from the Indigenous leadership, the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Grand Chief of Treaty 8, Treaty 6, fell on deaf ears, and we're still at a stalemate today. It's almost like he wants to erase the true history of Canada, regarding the Indigenous people, because the Indigenous people have a significant role in the history of Canadians, and that story needs to be shared. It needs to be told. And, so with somebody like Mr. Champion, who is put on that panel review, it makes me question, our Premier's judgment in appointing someone that has these kind of comments that fuel racism towards the Indigenous people.